Alright, so a new update has been announced on the Japanese server, and in this update they released 4 new gear sets. So let's see if the sets are good at all and if they are gonna be used. So the first one is named A Friend Who Has Finished His Role. I don't know if the translation is right, but anyways, so this one can be obtained in the equipment production. So let's see what can it do. Let's translate this one. Before continuing the video, make sure to leave a sub and a like to help me out. Okay, so for the 2-piece set, if your health is 90% or higher, apply the effect of reducing the amount of damage received by 20%. So what this says, if your unit has 90% or higher health, it's gonna take 20% lower damage from the enemy. I think this is a really good 2-piece set for supporters and defenders that get nuked instantly. So for example, a lot of times when I'm facing against Julius in the arena, if his team is faster, he's gonna do his special skill on one of my supporters or on Noelle, because she's red and blue counters red. So then Julius instantly nukes one of my team members and then he's using his skill 2 again. So if I put this set on the units that are dying usually, maybe they can survive, and that way Julius doesn't use his second skill after his special skill. So I think only for that this is gonna be a very good set. Now for the 4-piece, when using a special move attack after applying the 45% increase in damage dealt effect. Yeah, the translation doesn't really help it, but I'm assuming what it says is that I think before you use your special skill, it increases 45% of damage, and if that's the case, it's not really worth it for the 4 set, but the 2 set I think is really good. So the next one is called Wandering Clown, obtained from the red dungeon. Now let's see what it says. When using skill 1, the enemy with the highest attack power will be given an 8% reduction in damage dealt for 1 turn. I think this one might be good or might be bad, I don't really know, because not very often you're gonna use your first skill when you do your first attack. Usually you do your special skills and then you do your first skill, but let's read the 4 set, maybe it's worth more. When using a special move, the enemy with the highest total attack power will receive a 35% reduction in damage dealt for 2 turns. Now this I think is gonna be quite powerful. I think it goes with a lot of characters we have right now. For example, Charlotte and a bunch of other characters that are gonna be really good with this 4 set. We're gonna have to test it and see how good it will be. Okay, so the next one is called Careful Cutter and is obtained from the blue dungeon, the technique dungeon. So let's see what it does. So on the 2 set, at the start of the turn, there's a 35% chance to apply 1 SP increase buff. I think this one could also be used by a lot of units. Instead of having a 2-piece set defense or a 2-piece set health, maybe you can put 2-piece of this one and get 1 SP more to get your special skill faster. And the 4 set at the start of the turn grants a 1 SP increase buff and has a 15% chance of applying a skill to... Yeah, so it has a 15% chance of decreasing your second skill. This one is not really worth it for the 4 set. I think it's better if you put 3 2 sets, because 15% chance is not that much. So I don't think that's worth it. But the 2 set is, I think can be very useful. Okay, so the last one is called Snowfield Warrior, and this can be obtained from the blue dungeon. So let's see what it translates. So the 2-piece set, if your physical strength is less than 40%, apply the effect of reducing the amount of damage received by 5%. Yeah, the 2 pieces definitely not worth it. 5% is doesn't really do anything, but let's see the 4 set. So if you are attacked, you will receive increased energy buff. I think that's mobility by 10%. If you are attacked, you will receive 30% increased in your defense power up to 3 times. Effect resets at the start of the turn. So this one gets you mobility and defense when you get attacked. This one might be good for defensive units, but I'm not really sure yet. I don't know what to think about it, so this one probably will have to test it and see if it's good or not. So I hope you're excited for these new sets. Let me know if you like them or not, if you're gonna use them or on what units you're gonna use them. And if you want to ask something or correct me about something, let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching and see you in the next one.